up, guys? Welcome back to another video. As y'all can see, I have makeup on my thing on my jacket because I'm over here. Well, I cleaned my makeup brushes earlier today, so I was gonna do a whole like chit chat, get ready with me type video, but then I realized that my stuff is not going to be done in time. Like my makeup brushes are not going to be done drying in time, so that is a complete fail. So I said, why not make it like a cook with me video and me just talk to y'all about kind of what is going on in my life right now, like where I am, what my set and space that I'm in. Because I know sometimes me hearing other people talk about like where they are in life sometimes helps me like get focused on what I want to be focused on in life. So here's my little rant to you all. So before I get started, what I'm making is some pancakes. It is now 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just decided, hey, let me make me some pancakes, So I'm making me some pancakes and eggs. I don't know about y'all, I cannot stand eating pancakes and eggs together. It's just like too much softness going on one plate. But I decided to take one for the team today. I may make some turkey bacon, but the turkey bacon is really not going to add the crunch that I would want. But anyway, I want to talk about, the importance of embracing new beginnings, because I don't care what nobody say whether what you're stepping into is you perceiving it as good or bad. Embracing something new is not always the easiest thing to do, even when it's good. And I feel like I'm at a point in my life where God is trying to take me to this new level of just thinking, just new level of being. And I'm not gonna lie, for the longest time I was kind of fighting the fact that I knew God was trying to take me to a different height, and I was just like, but I'm not ready. And it's like and I felt it most when I was hanging around certain people, and I'm like, well, these people know me as this person, so I have to show up as this person when I'm around them. And then I got into the mindset of, actually, no, I can show up as who I am right now. Whoever accepts me for the person that I've grown into be, the new person that I've become with giving my life to God, then those are the people that I'm going to have around me. Now, with me doing that, I have found, I feel like I have found a solid tribe of people that accept me for who I am and have been through, me being in a stage of my life where I was just doing anything, I don't even know how to explain it. I was just out here just doing whatever, and the people that accept me for me now, and just knowing like how much I have changed. And, I told myself this week that I was going to embrace the new beginnings that God has for me, because there has been so many signs, so many things that He's promised me and told me. And I don't know why my mindset was like, yeah, okay, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay, but it don't really seem like it right now, God. Like, so I don't know how you expect me to really accept that as my reality if it don't look like that. But then I had to realize that, as a man thinketh, so is he. I have to look that up and see what Bible verse that is, because it has literally been ringing in my head for like the last week or so. So as a man thinketh, so is he. And that just keeps ringing in my head. And I'm like, that is so true. Like, either I'm going to think that these new beginnings are on my horizon, these new beginnings are here, even though it doesn't seem like it just yet, or I can keep wallowing in what my current circumstances are, right? Because I know God is trying to do something in my life that is making me very uncomfortable. Honestly, it is, but it's something that He promised me years ago. You know what I'm saying? But now that it's here and it's coming to a head, it's like, whoa. Like, I didn't think you meant this soon. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's just important that we really embrace the new beginnings that God truly tries to give us. Like, God really be trying to like take us into a new point in our lives. He be trying to take us to new heights. But sometimes when we get so used to where we're at, we don't want to go nowhere else, you know. And you cannot grow unless you are uncomfortable. You can't grow in your comfort zone. So if you're somebody that is constantly like, but I don't want to do it because it just makes me uncomfortable thinking about the fact that I have to, no, that's not the attitude you should have. You should be like, and I tell my best friend this all the time, when you feel fear the most, that's what you should be leaning into. Because that fear is a sign that you should do it. The fear is a sign that you should do whatever you feel like is the most uncomfortable to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it. You need to lean into that fear. And so I say all that to say that this week could be a week that I could literally be stressing out. Like, I could be stressing out beyond what y'all could even realize. And I decided, no, this week is going to be my week of, I'm going to be positive. Like, I'm going to do the opposite of, or feel the opposite of what. Yeah, it's like, no, I'm going to present myself and decide that I'm going to accept things that God has. I'm going to decide to walk in the promises that God has given me, period, point blank. So either I can sit here and say, oh, that's not my current situation. Why would I be like that? Or why would I get my hopes up, whatever. It's like, but if God promised you something, it's going to come to pass. It's going to come to pass. And I don't know who needs to hear that, but you may be a lot closer than you think. So now is not the time to be giving up. Now is not the time to be wallowing in how you feel. Like, now is the time to say, you know what? I feel God moving me to different heights. I feel God changing me. I feel that I'm supposed to be moving into this. It's time to start operating in it. And I had to realize that for years and years, I'm like, God, please continue to align me with my higher self. God, please continue to align me with my higher self. God, please continue to align me with my best self. And God is like, okay, I got you. Like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if God has given you the green light to do something, do it. Like, and I read something, I heard something months ago, that said, life is going to give you the red lights. You're going to have red lights in life where you may have mentally have to stop because of something. You may have to stop because of your mental health. You may have to stop because this reason. You may have to stop for that reason. Life is going to give you those red lights. But when God gives you the green light, you go and don't stop. Like, you go and don't stop. Like, do not stop. And I think that's why I've been so dedicated to YouTube this time around, because it's like God gave me the green light. So now it's time for me to run. It's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on, like, really just hold on to God's promises, because God is not a man that he should lie. We say these things, and that's another thing. Like, we have to pay attention to what we're saying. We have to pay attention to the scriptures that we're reciting, the words that are actually coming out of this book that we hold so sacred. It's like we're reading the words, but we're not really paying attention to what we actually saying. We're not paying attention to what these words mean when they're put together in a sentence. And I was kind of telling my best friend this the other day. I'm like, because she was like, I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here. And I'm like, why do you keep saying that? And what do you mean when you say that? Like, stop saying that. Because I'm like, you're saying I hate it here, I hate it here. You're putting that negative energy out in the world. You're going to continue to bring things to you that make you say, I hate it here. You do not hate it here. It's a blessing. This life that we've been given is a blessing. Like, it's a blessing that we get another chance to make it right. Another chance to make it right. And that's when you have to understand that this life that we live is not our own. We live to enhance the kingdom of God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another reason why I started to operate in who I am. You know, you either like it or you don't. I'm not gonna apologize for who I am or who I created you to be, especially if I'm not offending anybody or doing any. No, like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for who I am and me walking in the fullness of who God created me to be. You know why? Because it took me a long time to get here and say, you know what? Forget what everybody else says. Forget whatever. I'm gonna pay attention to what God has told me to do, and I'm gonna do exactly what God told me to do boldly. And that's how you have to be, because it's like when you realize that this life is not about you, it's not about you. It's not about me feeling comfortable. It's not. And you gotta understand, the more and more you do things that make you uncomfortable, the more easy it is going to be for you to do things that make you uncomfortable when you arrive at a situation that causes you to be a little bit uncomfortable. When you do things that are uncomfortable, you grow your comfort zone, which means that you're going to continue to grow and grow and grow and grow until you realize, like, oh my God, I am really aligned with who God created me to be. Like, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted the entire time. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I'm feeling in life right now, you know? That is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, you know, unstoppable. You know, I'm feeling like I can't stop, won't stop. God has done so much for me that I can't stop. Like, my obedience, and I've been reading this book that my friend got me. Shout out to Hannah. Right, I've been reading this book, right, and it was just talking about how we can show our love back to God, and one way that we can is to just obey Him, right? Obey His commandments, obey what He tells you to do, right? That's why it's so important to get in relationship with God, you know. That's a whole nother conversation, but it's important to get in relationship with God so you understand what He's telling you, you know, that you know why He's telling you to do certain things. When you understand the character of God, it becomes a lot easier for you to understand why you arrive at certain situations or why God may allow you to go through certain things. And, you know, this life that we live is just an amazing life. You know what I'm saying? It's an amazing life, and we have to look at it that way, no matter what your circumstances are. You know, half the stuff that we care about in the world, like, it really don't be mattering. Like, it really does not matter. It matters in a sense that, okay, yeah, some of the stuff that we need to survive in the world that we live in, but in all honesty, some of this stuff, most of this stuff in the world, it really don't matter. If we be 100% honest, and when you realize that, life becomes a little bit different, you know, it gets a little bit different. But yeah, y'all, I'm just making me some egg. Oh God, I'm making me some eggs. I decided last minute to go ahead and make me some turkey bacon, or else I would have made that before I made my what's the name? I made my pancakes, because, you know, I'm the queen of timing food. I really am. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how I developed that skill, but I really am good at timing food. Like, if I'm cooking multiple things at one time, like if I'm cooking a main dish and the sides, like, I always time it so it will come out good together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. This was supposed to be a whole video of, like, me done up and whatever, whoop de whoop whoop whoop. But I'm like, I'm not finna let the fact that my makeup brushes are not drying stop me from getting this video out. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's kind of a short video, just a rant video. If you guys have any feedback on the things that I talked about in this video, for sure comment below. If you have a topic that you feel like, you know, you want my advice on, or you want me to talk about a little bit more, please let me know, and I will talk about it. I love talking, y'all. I love giving my opinion. I'm not even gonna lie. I love giving my outlook on life, because I feel like my outlook on life sometimes can be a little bit different than most people, and that's fine with me, because you know why? I feel I'm finally at the age of 25, after years and years and years and years and years of trying to fit in and caring what other people thought and this, that, and the other. I am finally at a point in my life where I'm like, I genuinely do not care. God made me different for a reason, and that just makes me so happy to be able to one day raise some kids and let them know what it's like to, you know, not fit in, you know, and how to navigate that and how to embrace it. And you know what I'm saying? Because it took me 25 years to embrace it. So if I can cut their time in half, if not a quarter, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I'm about to enjoy this breakfast that I just made myself. We're gonna drink water because we really haven't been drinking enough water lately. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Honestly, I love coming on the camera and talking to y'all and just, you know, letting y'all know what's on your mind. Cause you've been acting different lately, girl. What's on your mind? And on that note, I'll see y'all later. Peace. I'm out of here. Yeah. Which one of y'all?